To my wonderful wife, son, and daughter back home. I don't have a lot of time to write today, but I wanted you to know I was thinking of each of you. I can't help but wonder how your daily routine has changed since I left home to fight for our country out here in the Pacific. Mine has changed a lot. The day starts early on a destroyer like the Kidd. The cooks are up before anyone else, around 5 a.m., making a breakfast of bacon, French toast, pancakes, or beans. They have to feed all 350 of us that are on board the ship. A little while later, the quartermaster of the watch is writing in the ship's log. That's the legal record of everything that happens on the ship from the moment it's placed in commission to the day it leaves the naval service. What time does Mom wake you up for school? I get woken up at 6 a.m. by the boatswain's mate playing reveille. I get dressed and then head topside for breakfast. The officers and chief petty officers get to enjoy their breakfast in the wardroom or chief's quarters. Must be nice. Not quite as nice as our dining room at home, though. At 7:45, we have to gather for inspection. Muster or roll call is held every day to make sure no one has fallen overboard during the night. This time of day, we may be half a world apart, but we're both getting our morning announcements and assignments for the day. Have you guys been helping Mom around the house? You know how much work that is. Imagine it on a ship as big as this, where so much is crammed into such a small space. 3 times a day, all the working and living spaces on the ship are swept down. As the day gets underway, you can usually find sailors chipping paint off sections of the deck or repairing guns. This has to be done often because the salty sea air causes metal to rust quickly. Now, you might think the engine room of the ship is as dirty as the garage at home, and back when ships were powered by coal, that was true. But the engines of the Kidd burn fuel, and the engine room is spotless. You asked me about where I work on this ship. Well, I usually work in a compartment just below the bridge called the Combat Information Center. It's the eyes and ears of the ship, and it's usually really dark except for the green glow of a few radar screens and radio controls. The status boards in here show information on enemy contacts and nearby friendly ships. The information I get in this room helps the gunnery officer put his guns right on target. I get a lunch break, same as you. Around noon, everybody stops working for about an hour. Most of the time I play cards with my friends, enjoy sun on the deck, or get in a quick nap in my quarters. After lunch, it's back to work. The afternoon is usually devoted to training. We do drills and exercises all the time so that we will be prepared for battle. Do you have fire drills at school? It's kind of like that. We practice for all kinds of things. Pretty much the only time we don't have any kind of training is during stormy weather. A destroyer like the Kidd is very long and skinny, so they don't ride the seas very smoothly in rough weather. The waves come up so high they come over the decks. During wartime, the crew never completely leaves their battle stations. We are ready to convert from a normal day to fighting ready in less than 5 minutes. If a general alarm sounds, all of the other work stops, and we run around to our assigned stations. Every man on the ship has a role in battle. Even the cooks might move to man a set of guns. The men in the engine room are ready to push the ship to its top speed, and teams below deck are ready to repair any damage the ship might receive in battle. After the alarm is over, the crew returns to their normal jobs. Right about the time you get home from school, my workday is ending too. After 16:30 hours, which is 4:30 to you guys, the rest of the crew's time is their own. I eat dinner with some of my buddies and maybe watch a movie below deck. After the movie, some of the guys will have to keep watch on the bridge or in the engine room. 10 p.m. is my bedtime. That's when they play taps, and we all have to be on our bunks and quiet. All the lights in the ship are out except for the red lights in every compartment. And that's where I am now. I wish I was there with you so I could tuck you in and tell you sweet dreams. Be good for your mother. Help her around the house. I hope I can come home soon. Love always, Dad.